So we've just got the elected members' remuneration paper in front of us. Just as a brief update to that before we get into the recommendations, is that we've had a councillor-only session recently. Some members were not at that. So the paper gives us 3 options, but we did consider a 4th option for those who weren't here or those who might want to scribble it down, Ria and others. I'll just give you what the 4th option was, which was Deputy Mayor at 63,000, chairs at 54,600, the lead role at 52,000, and councillors at 42,000. So I guess that's option 4 or option D. Option 4. Tom.
Chair, may I add something to that,
Sure.
Chair, because it does not add up exactly to the REM pool.
Yep.
It's a little bit below it, so I think there's a few $100s. So my proposal would be that the few $100s just get split equally amongst the 12 members.
Well, the other option, Tom, is that we've got a sort of an odd amount for the chairs. If you have a look at that, we've got a Browser's nicely rounded up. So, but Michael would do something in that space anyway.
There's lots of options available with those numbers as long as we end up at that figure. Yeah. That's the only requirement from the Remuneration Authority. So
it would be helpful to start with for somebody to recommend we receive this report, and then we go on to determine which of the options, if any of them, that we want to. Thank you, Rangi. Thank you, Grant. So the issue now is to open up the debate for the options that we have in front of us and potentially other options as well. Alan.
Well, I just had a quick look through this, and I'm sort of thinking option 2 is the preferred option for me, because I think chairs do quite a bit on the side, similar to the deputy mayor, I think so, and they're quite close together, those 2 numbers. So I think that's my preferred option, option 2.
Sorry, you're through, Mr. Mayor. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll just keep down.
Trish. Yeah. I was just pondering on what he was saying.
I suggest option 4. The reason I'm suggesting that is because it's done to a formula. It's not just done for a figure that's put down. There's a sort of a formula behind it.
Yeah, Tom, can you just help those that weren't here about the formula?
Options 1, 2, and 3 seem to me to be relatively subjective.
Yep.
It's not obvious how the numbers were arrived at. So therefore, how do you resolve on any particular one? Option 4 is based on a formula. It's based on choosing the base salary for a councillor and then applying a 1.3 factor to the chairs and a 1.5 factor to the mayor. The $10,000 for the project manager, is a relatively arbitrary number. It is not based on a factor. So option 4, which comes out basically lying between option 1 and option 2, is based on those ratios. And it's 2 things. It's based on those ratios, and it's based on the base salary for the councillor of 42,000. So if you take 42,000, multiply by 1.3, you come up with the number for the chair. Multiply by 1.5, you come up with a number for the deputy mayor. Why did I propose that? Because that's how it would normally be done in a commercial board, rather than the, I think, relatively subjective numbers that we had in number 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. And just
that would I understand the differentials. I understand how you've applied it. I think it's through you, Mr. Mayor. I understand how you've applied it. It seems considerably more logical than me, rather than just plucking out arbitrary numbers. In my experience from previous terms being in that deputy role and understanding, not deputy mayor, sorry, deputy of chairs, so one of the 4. My understanding was, the workload was significantly different. There were moderately more meetings than you would need to attend, so having that sort of differential is, I think, but in a more scientific manner, I think is, I'd happily support that.
Just as a reflection, I think Alex, it saves us getting through this personalised stuff that you get into every time we get this equation. We'll get it every time. If we had a formula, it makes it really easy. I was quite surprised. On a personal level, I would have had the chairs $1,000 more and the lead drop back 3. But I was quite surprised that the chairs were actually supportive of the lead having the extra money. Recent developments, and when we get to the council only time shortly, you'll realise that the museum project is going to be a massive job for somebody. So, any further debate or discussion? Yeah, Rangi.
Well, it's just really a comment. When I first joined council in 2010, it was 40-20. Councillors were 20 grand, chairs were 40 grand. So, you know, we've come a long way in the logic. I'm a man of science, and as with Alex, I agree the formula is gives everything credibility.
Sure.
Yeah.
No other hands up?
Hands up for what?
Well, you
To talk? Or
You're looking
hands
for a
up
motion?
debate?
no. I'm just saying no further debate or anybody wanting to explore things.
Oh, I'm quite happy
Yeah.
with
I knew that was coming. Come on.
version 4 actually. Thanks. I would support option 4. I think a bit of science behind it makes a bit of sense, and as long as we come to the correct figure at the end, I'm happy to move that we receive the report and go with option 4 as outlined by Councillor Campbell.
Excellent.
I'll second that.
Seconded.
Yep.
Any further discussion? Pretty happy with that. All those in favour?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Excellent. Done business.
Sorry, excuse me, Chair. Just a point of administration. We just need to receive the apologies from Councillors Skelton Soper.
Oh, sorry, that was my remiss of me. Thank you.
I'll move those apologies.
Yep. Barry seconded it. Thank you. Somebody would like to move into public excluded now?
Yeah, I'll move that.
Yep. So, just for the benefit of the staff that are present, that's also staff excluded as well.
Ah.
Yes, please. I'll go get the guy.